Thursday, August 6th. Everything may have just changed, and this could be the biggest mistake of someone's life. Ava is not just having another routine shouting match with Sonny. If you ask me, this upcoming confrontation is the detonation of a bomb that has been ticking for weeks. Ava has discovered something massive. I am talking about a game-changing, earth-shattering secret directly tied to either the missing Ethan or the dangerous Jens. She is completely done playing the loyal soldier or the frightened pawn for the mob boss. She is flipping the script. But wait, it gets worse. Ava is not just walking away from Sonny, she is actively plotting to destroy his leverage. We are hearing that she is going to take this explosive new information straight to Valentine. Yes, you heard that right. Ava and Valentine forming a brand new lethal alliance to completely flip the board in Port Charles. And that changes everything. Sonny thinks he has her cornered in his trap for Jens, but Ava is about to pull the rug right out from under him. The tension is suffocating, and the fallout will be catastrophic. Here is where things get messy. You have to ask yourself why Ethan suddenly vanished into thin air just as the mysterious Hudson arrived in town. Guys, this is where it gets incredibly interesting. I have a strong feeling that Ethan did not just run away because he was scared. He is hiding a secret that could single-handedly dismantle the most powerful alliances in this town. This secret is the missing puzzle piece connecting Ava, Sonny, and quite possibly Valentine. Ethan took a bullet for Ava, confessed that he wasn't Phoebe's biological father, and then bolted. But what if he didn't flee to hide? What if he went to retrieve the ultimate proof? If Ethan suddenly walks back into Port Charles holding the smoking gun, every single alliance we thought was solid is going to shatter in a single night. Ava knows this. That is exactly why she is stalling Sonny and pivoting toward Valentine. She is buying time for Ethan's return. The dominoes are falling, and Sonny is completely oblivious to the fact that his secret weapon is actually a Trojan horse. But that is not even the biggest surprise. Let's shift gears to the mansion, because the panic there is reaching a boiling point. Tracy is demanding that Brooklyn pack her bags and leave town immediately. Now, on the surface, you might think this is just Tracy doing damage control. Brooklyn recklessly framed Willow for Jordan's hit and run, and the police, including Harrison, are closing in. But wait, that wasn't the real problem. Tracy is a master tactician, and she does not panic over a simple framing plot. I strongly suspect Tracy knows that a much darker, far more dangerous secret is about to be exposed. She isn't just trying to save Brooklyn from a minor legal headache. She is trying to evacuate her granddaughter before a massive, destructive storm completely annihilates the family. Tracy's eyes are wide with genuine fear. If Brooklyn stays, she might be caught in the crossfire of a scandal so huge it makes the hit and run look like child's play. Tracy is pulling the emergency cord, but Brooklyn's stubbornness might just seal her own tragic fate. And then everything spiraled. While Tracy is trying to put out fires, Willow and Jack are lighting new ones. We all saw Jack tell Willow that it is time to take things to the next level. Most people assume Jack is just trying to protect Willow from Drew's wrath and the legal nightmare of the hit and run. If you ask me, that is a complete misdirection. Jack is a ruthless operative, and he does not do anything out of the goodness of his heart. I feel like Jack is actually using Willow as the ultimate bait to lure a much bigger, far more dangerous player out of the shadows. He is setting a trap, and Willow is the shiny object sitting right in the center of it. But here is the ultimate twist that nobody is talking about. What if Willow is not the victim here? What if Willow is the one secretly pulling the strings? She has been playing the panicked, desperate wife perfectly, but underneath that innocent facade, she might be manipulating Jack to do her dirty work. She is ruthless, guys. She threw herself into a fountain to frame Tracy. Who is to say she isn't playing Jack like a fiddle to eliminate all her enemies in one fell swoop? What happened next may be even worse. Let's talk about Drew and this impending courtroom circus. Drew is suddenly claiming that he is going to testify on Willow's behalf. He is saying he will take the stand, look the judge in the eye, and swear that Willow was at home the night Jordan was run off the road. He is even planning to throw Detective Joe under the bus, claiming Joe completely misinterpreted his blinks when he was suffering from locked-in syndrome. It sounds like Drew is riding to the rescue, right? Do not believe it for a second. I do not trust Drew's sudden change of heart at all. Drew is playing a massive, high-stakes, long game. He knows Willow tried to keep him silenced. He knows she didn't want him to recover. So why would he save her now? Because he wants her to feel safe right up until the moment he absolutely destroys her. Guys, picture this courtroom scene. Willow is sitting at the defense table, breathing a sigh of relief as Drew takes the stand. Drew blasts Joe, calling the detective emotional, reckless, and desperate for a conviction. The judge is nodding. The jury is swayed. Willow thinks she has won. But wait. Just when the defense is about to rest, Drew flips the script. I am predicting a last-second change in his testimony that will cause the entire trial to turn upside down in a matter of seconds. Drew is going to set Willow up for a massive fall. He is going to dangle her freedom in front of her face and then snatch it away, exposing not just the hit and run, but every single dirty deed she has committed over the past few months. The courtroom will erupt into absolute chaos, and Willow will realize too late that she walked right into a slaughterhouse. But that is not the only corporate warfare happening in Port Charles. Let's head over to the cosmetic company, where things are getting incredibly toxic. Lucy brought Serena back to town for one specific reason: to act as a weapon. On the surface, Lucy's grand master plan is to have Serena seduce Michael, manipulate his emotions, and use him to gain the upper hand in the power struggle against Brooke, Lynn, and Tracy. It is a classic Lucy scheme. But here is where things get messy. Serena is not just a pawn. She is a brilliant mind, and I firmly believe she has her own secret agenda. Serena might be playing along with Lucy's seduction game, but she is actually using Michael for something else entirely. If you ask me, Serena does not care about the company's stock prices or Lucy's petty rivalry. She is getting close to Michael to dig up the truth. She is searching for evidence. Maybe she is looking into the family secrets, or maybe she is investigating Michael's ties to the mob and Sonny's recent erratic behavior. Serena is smiling at Lucy, pretending to be the perfect accomplice, while secretly gathering ammunition to take down a massive target. When Lucy finally realizes that she brought a Trojan horse into her own company, it is going to be too late. Serena is going to blindside everyone, and Michael is going to realize he was played by someone who is 10 times smarter than he ever anticipated. And then there is Justinda. Guys, this is where it gets incredibly dangerous. Justinda is completely losing her mind with worry over Jack and Michael. The tension is eating her alive, and she is becoming reckless. When people in Port Charles get desperate, they make catastrophic mistakes. I am guessing Justinda is not going to sit back and wait for Jack's plans to unfold. She is going to take matters into her own hands and push herself right onto the front lines of danger. She wants to act first, to strike before the enemy even knows she is there. But this is a massive miscalculation. We are hearing whispers that Justinda might resort to using drugs or some kind of medication as part of a desperate plot to neutralize a threat. Maybe she tries to drug Jack to stop his reckless escalation, or maybe she targets someone close to Michael. But wait, it gets worse. If she actually goes through with this pharmaceutical sabotage, it is going to backfire spectacular. Justinda is playing completely out of her league. Her plan is going to blow up in her face, and instead of taking out her enemies, she is going to be the very first person exposed. She will be caught red-handed, and her downfall will trigger a massive chain reaction that forces Jack and Michael to scramble to cover their tracks. Justinda is about to become collateral damage in a war she doesn't even fully understand. Let's circle back to Ava and Valentine because this new alliance is too juicy to ignore. Valentine has been dealing with the authorities, trying to secure his freedom and protect Charlotte. Ava has been dodging Sonny's threats and trying to figure out Ethan's paternity bombshell. Put these two brilliant, ruthless minds together, and you have a recipe for absolute destruction. Valentine has the resources, and Ava has the insider knowledge on Sonny's current vulnerabilities. If Ava hands Valentine the secret she just uncovered about Jens or Ethan, Valentine can use it to completely dismantle Sonny's empire. Sonny is out there thinking he is the puppet master, setting traps for Jens, completely unaware that Ava is handing the scissors to Valentine to cut his strings. Meanwhile, Tracy is running out of time. She is staring at the clock, knowing that the secret hanging over the family is about to drop like a guillotine. Brooklyn is too focused on Harrison and her petty rivalry with Willow to see the bigger picture. Tracy knows that if the truth about the fabricated evidence, the hit and run, and whatever darker secret is lurking in the shadows comes out, the family name will be ruined. She is practically begging Brooklyn to flee. But Brooklyn's refusal to leave is going to force Tracy to take drastic, perhaps even illegal measures to protect her. We might see Tracy step up and take the fall herself, or worse, she might silence someone permanently to keep the family safe. As we approach the climax of the upcoming episode, the tension in the courtroom is going to be unbearable. Willow sitting there, sweating bullets, Drew on the stand holding her entire life in his hands, Joe glaring from the gallery, furious that his case is falling apart, Justine scrambling to maintain order. But I am telling you, the trial is just a distraction. The screaming match between Sonny and Ava, also a distraction. Port Charles is setting us up for a massive misdirection. We are all watching the right hand while the left hand is holding a dagger. Guys, I do not believe for 1 second that this episode is going to end with a verdict or a simple argument. The real shocker, the moment that is going to leave us all screaming at our televisions, is going to come from a character who has been completely on the sideline. Someone we thought was out of the game is about to step out of the shadows and drop a bombshell that renders every single thing we thought we knew completely irrelevant. A hidden player is about to reveal themselves, and when they do, a massive secret is going to be exposed. A beloved character is about to be placed in extreme mortal danger. A master plan that took months to build is going to collapse in seconds. We are standing on the edge of a brand new era of betrayals. And trust me, the next episode is absolutely mandatory viewing. You will not want to miss a single second of this chaos.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.